art piece called The Visitor by Caroline Duray, and she was a Creole artist from Louisiana. And baby, the artwork is literally a skeleton figure standing at somebody's door. Now, the piece was created in 1944, and it symbolizes morality, death, and an unwelcome presence. Now, when you go back and look at Beyonce's Met Gala dress again, it starts to feel very intentional. Now, what really caught my attention was Blue Ivy being there, because technically Met Gala is usually considered more of an adult event, so people were surprised seeing Blue included in such a major event. And did anybody else notice Blue's dress almost looked bridal or ceremonial in a way?
Girl, the internet is absolutely losing it right now because Taraji P. Henson just stepped into Beyonce conspiracy territory, and the Beyhive is not taking it lightly. What started as people simply reacting to Beyonce and Blue Ivy's Met Gala looks somehow spiraled into full-on accusations about occult symbolism, secret rituals, and hidden messages buried inside their outfits. And according to Taraji, none of it was random. Now, normally, people brush these celebrity conspiracy theories off as internet nonsense. But the reason this is blowing up so hard is that Taraji is pointing to very specific details. From Beyonce's skeletal gown to Blue Ivy allegedly recreating Beyonce's wedding imagery with Jay-Z, people are suddenly looking at those Met Gala photos very differently. And whew, once folks started connecting it to Balenciaga and old witchcraft allegations, things got uncomfortable fast. But here's where it gets messy. Fans are saying Taraji isn't exposing anybody at all. They think she's spiraling after getting dragged online for her own hypocrisy before the Met even started. Because while she was calling celebrities fake for attending the event, people immediately brought up her Amazon business deals, her support for R. Kelly, and her close friendship with Russell Simmons. So now the internet is divided. Is Taraji genuinely trying to reveal something darker happening behind the scenes? Or is she throwing Beyonce into chaos to distract from her own backlash? Let's get into it. Okay, so I guess it's something of an understatement to say that the Beyhive is big mad at Taraji because her coming for Blue unprovoked does not sit right with the Beyhive. Taraji had a lot to say about Blue and Beyonce's outfits, claiming that it has heavy ties to the occult, and there was more to the outfits than we regular people knew. Beyonce wore a skeletal dress that was designed by Olivier Rousteing, with whom she has often collaborated in the past.
And I think for me, I'm wearing Olivier Rousteing, who is
so good.
Someone that's been so loyal to me, and I've done so many incredible, iconic looks with him. So it's really about representing him.
But there was something about the dress that made Taraji suspicious, and according to reports, she has been referring to it as demonic. See, the dress was inspired by an art piece called The Visitor by Caroline Duray, and the symbolism behind the piece is actually kind of dark. The piece depicts a skeleton in a gown standing outside a door, ringing a bell. The work is said to be a somber and allegorical piece that is symbolically a reminder of mortality. And from what Taraji is saying, Beyonce choosing that symbolism is not a coincidence, but was very well thought out. And it's not just Beyoncé, because she's also claiming that Blue is involved in the occult process. Now, this might seem shocking, but when we look at what Taraji seems to be pointing out, it's kind of creepy. When you take a look at Blue's dress, it kind of looks like a replica of Beyonce's wedding dress to Jay-Z. And with Jay-Z wearing a tux and holding Blue's arm in the crook of his, it's kind of giving romantic partners, not father and daughter. But it gets even darker than that, because Taraji seems to believe that there's a secret meaning to her comment about Blue being ready.
B is here. Beyonce is officially here at the Met Gala. Now, B, it's been 10 years.
10 years.
How does it feel being back?
It feels surreal because my daughter's here.
And Blue looks so beautiful.
She looks so beautiful. This is it's incredible to be able to share it with her, and I think she looks so incredible. She was ready.
She was ready.
She is ready.
Absolutely. So,
And there's also the fact that Blue was wearing Balenciaga.
Who are you wearing?
And I know y'all remember the scandal that happened with Balenciaga a couple of years ago. They ran some ads that showed children holding teddy bears in bondage gear and others featuring documents about child abuse law as a prop. Yeah, the more we think about it, the more Taraji's theory starts to add up. Beyonce has been fighting witchcraft allegations for a while, and Taraji is convinced that she is passing on the torch to Blue. But it's not just online fans who believe that Beyonce is involved in the occult, because even her previous drummer has accused her of the same. The drummer's name is Kimberly Thompson, and according to the Daily Beast, she claims that for some reason Bey has started a campaign of harassment against her that includes extreme witchcraft, dark magic, and magic spells of sexual manipulation. She also claims the Lemonade star, her kitten. Thompson believes Beyonce has been tapping her phones and controlling her finances. It's unclear why Thompson believes the singer is allegedly doing all this to her, but she is adamant it all stems from Bey. And according to Taraji, it's all symbolic. Blue didn't even have to be at the Met, because only adults are allowed at the Met. Beyoncé had to get special permission to bring blue, and sources are claiming that Taraji is convinced that the occult ritual had to be done on a big stage to be complete. Taraji had more to say, claiming that Beyoncé's designer, Olivier, was in on the whole thing, and that was why Beyoncé insisted on wearing him. And once she was inside, she changed to a dress by Robert One, which everyone agrees was way better than the one she wore on the red carpet. From what Taraji is saying, it's all symbolic, and Olivier was in on the whole thing. From Blue to Beyoncé, it was all strategically planned out. However, fans are convinced that she is just trying to start drama because she was humiliated before the Met Gala and was trying to save face. See, Taraji started some drama before the Met Gala even started. She was already on the wrong side of many celebs because she called out celebs who planned to attend the Met Gala, criticizing them for not sitting out the event. For context, Jeff Bezos was a major sponsor of this year's event, and according to reports, he paid about $10 million to sponsor the event. This drew a lot of criticism, given Jeff's values and his support for Donald Trump, so there were calls for celebs to boycott the Met Gala this year in protest. Well, Taraji got involved in the calls to boycott when this woman called out the celebs for being hypocrites.
If you are a celebrity and you attend the Met Gala and you wear the Ice Out pin, please note that I will be dragging you in perpetuity. Cannot wear the Ice Out pin to the Jeff Bezos backed Met Gala. Jeff Bezos is part of the reason we're in this fucking mess. Jeff Bezos supports this fucking mess. Just a friendly reminder, I know that the funds from the Met Gala go to a good cause in that the Met is a wonderful institution in New York City, but it is wild to me that this event is sponsored by Jeff Bezos, who has backed Trump, who has slashed arts funding. If you're a publicist and at the last minute you're thinking, I don't know if my client should go to the Met Gala, let this be your video.
Well, Taraji then left a comment that said, I am so confused by some people that are going. I am just like, what are we doing? But Taraji was not the only one who felt a type of way about that, because Jennifer Lewis also felt the same way and called out the celebs who attended the Met.
For they showed up anyway. I said, but they cut nearly 30,000 jobs and gutted the Washington Post. They showed up anyway, posturing and posing, hoping to be the most. They cut $1 billion in funding for children's nutrition.
However, fans had a lot of smoke for Taraji, especially because it came off as being kind of hypocritical. As some people pointed out, her hair care brand, TPH by Taraji, is mainly sold on Amazon. And as this person put it, this is performative. Taraji has products she's selling on Amazon. If she's going to feel like this, then she should pull her stuff from Amazon. I need these celebrities to realize the apps that they're on are MAGA as well. I'm not defending anyone, but let's not be hypocritical. Oh, but there's more to it. See, while Taraji is claiming that Bezos is too problematic to support, there's the fact that she also supports problematic men. It has only been a couple of days since she showed support for R. Kelly on Instagram, and she got dragged for it. And don't even get me started on her problematic friendship with Russell Simmons. For a quick refresher, during the Me Too movement, about 20 women came forward to accuse Russell of SA. To be fair, Russell denied the allegations and said, I vehemently deny all these allegations. These horrific accusations have shocked me to my core, and all of my relations have been consensual. But he fled to Bali and hasn't set foot in the US since then. So that says a lot. Now, y'all remember when his ex-wife, Kimora Lee Simmons, and their daughters exposed him for mistreating them? Taraji immediately flew to Bali to comfort him, and again, Russell took to Instagram to praise her. He wrote, people, when you have friends like this, you are truly blessed. Everyone comes to Gadas for healing. Some people exude healing energy. You at Taraji Henson are one of those. You make everyone happy just with your presence. Love you, baby girl. Glad you are back home safe now, but already you are missed. Until we meet again, darling, only love. P.S. You mean so much to so many people. Keep inspiring us all. That was not the only time she flew to Bali to see him, because he made another post a couple of months later saying, what a treasure to American culture. I have always been one of her biggest fans and her friend for so many years. Now really realizing what a beautiful soul she is. What a blessing to reconnect and share these experiences. Now, all this made Taraji look bad, and the next thing we know, she's out here exposing Beyoncé for doing occult practices right under our noses. At this point, the whole situation has turned into a complete mess, because instead of people focusing on Beyoncé and Blue Ivy's Met Gala looks, everybody is now arguing over whether Taraji exposed something sinister or just exposed herself. And the craziest part? The internet keeps digging up more clips, more symbolism, and more old allegations, so this drama is nowhere near dying down anytime soon.